A week ago today, a group from Rochester's mission to Haiti began. Those there for the first time were struck by the abject poverty. The second thing that strikes you is the unfinished buildings. Cinder-block shells fill the landscape, a symbol of a country in many ways left behind. So when leaders of InterVol and Constellation Brands saw the need for an orphanage, they were determined not to be yet another unfulfilled promise. In a city still marked by the 2010 earthquake, down a bumpy dirt road, in the middle of a sugarcane field, there are signs of life. This is the soon-to-be Home of Hope Orphanage for 46 children. It's also a promise made to the pastor who runs it by leaders of InterVol and Constellation Brands. 2 years of planning and $60,000 in local donations made this happen. These local volunteers came to help finish it.
It's not just throwing up bunkhouses. These people always hear promises and people don't follow through. They're well intended, but they don't follow through.
I'm very glad. I'm very glad because the life one kids are going to change.
Most importantly, this is a home, but these four walls also represent an opportunity for rebuilding in Haiti and jobs in a country where the unemployment rate is 80%. Haitians have been hired to do most of the work. Off-site, the wood is measured and cut. A foundation set up by a Watertown construction company is funding the construction here of buildings like the orphanage.
Our whole goal is, we employ 19 people here in Haiti, and it's for them to take over what we're doing.
The things that are working down here are granular, and there are things that are starting organically from the bottom up, like this.
A plastic surgeon in his Rochester life, here Dr. Tim O'Connor made windows for the orphanage. He co-founded InterVol with Dr. PENNINO. Doctors who know their ability to care for people in Haiti extends beyond medicine. They've learned to network Haitian style and tap local resources like Constellation Brands.
There's not too many companies, I think, that rise to that level and don't need to know the detail. Just know that it's going to get taken care of and that we're going to make a difference.
In 2 days, the difference is visible.
I'm glad we could live our promise and give this to you for your kids.
The Home of Hope is dedicated, and the emotions among the volunteers is palpable.
I'm very encouraged. Everywhere I go, there are volunteers. African, everywhere. It's very impressive, and it's a privilege, really.
Signs of life, a promise fulfilled, and local volunteers who will never forget this mission to Haiti. And there are local volunteers with InterVol still in Haiti tonight. I would not be surprised if another local group similar to the last one heads down again, next time to build a dining hall for the orphanage, building on that promise.